Our fertilizer program consists of fall applied dry fertilizer. We use AVAIL for our phosphorus, put on at 100 pounds per ton, 100 pounds per acre rate in the fall. We use it on every acre. We don't do test plots because I don't have time to. So once we find a product that we believe in and we trust and we think there's results, we just go across every acre with it. And in the fall we do fall fertilizer or fall tillage, which includes just chisel plowing. We have quite a bit of corn on corn, probably 80% of our acres are corn on corn. And then in the spring we come back with NutriSphere on our 28% that's applied with herbicide in the spring after planting, and it's put on, we put 150 pounds of N down, and then we come back and side dress all our corn with 30 to 50 pounds depending on what we feel we need. The importance of fall fertilization in this area is we're far enough north that we don't have the time in the spring to apply fertilizer, and also with our heavy clay loam soils, it's very important not to overwork your soil in the spring. Benefits of AVAIL in the fall, we don't see the results till the spring, and that's part of that green canopy and the early green growth because the roots are getting to the phosphorus and making use of them early. And it's a lot of it is a peace of mind in the spring that we put on in the fall and know it's gonna be there in the spring. Probably the most important reason we decided to add AVAIL to our fall fertilizer program is fertilizer is getting more expensive. We're trying to make sure that we make use of every pound that we buy, so it's available at the plant, so that we have don't have a product that's leaching away for us if weather gets out of hand. It's just a peace of mind that it's there, it's available, and we don't have to worry about it. We use NutriSphere in our spring applied 28% program, which is a weed and feed type of program, and we just have our local co-op put it right in the tank and deliver it, and like I said, we put it in with about 150 pounds of N per acre, and plan accordingly to have more N available when we go to side dress and not have to put on as much if we don't need it. And if this spring we had quite a bit of delays with rain, so our days were very limited, and not knowing if we were getting all of it side dressed is a good reason to have it down when you have the gators run in the spring. And it's just been a huge peace of mind for us. We don't have the time to go back and do things over, so we have to do it once the first time, and we usually get one try at it. So with the cost of fertilizer going up, we want to make sure that we use all of that we pay for, and then yield is a big thing. We want to make sure we maximize our yields because return on investments is very important for us with the high cost of fertilizers and the price of corn. Putting NutriSphere on, to me, is a peace of mind, and it is like an insurance policy. You know that it's going to keep your N available for your plant, and it's going to not leach away, and it's not going to, you're not going to wonder, did I have enough nitrogen on this spring for this corn crop that we're trying to make out there. Some of the things I've seen with NutriSphere is we get a deep green color in the corn fairly early in the season. We don't have the yellow streaks. We have a nice even canopy. You look across the field and you don't see the dips that you do in other fields. And with corn on corn, it's very tough to make a cornfield look pretty early on in the season because it's usually struggling with the root development with all the trash that's in the soil. So it's a nice green, even looking fields, and it's pretty impressive. With the use of AVAIL and NutriSphere in our fertilizer program, with the high cost of fertilizers, we're ensuring that we're getting all the use out of our fertilizers and not wasting any money, and getting the total performance that we need to achieve our return on investment for our cropping operation. If my neighbors were to ask me about AVAIL and NutriSphere, I would tell them simply the advantages of having a peace of mind that their fertilizer that they paid for last fall is going to be all available next spring when corn comes up, and they will see the difference in the combine.